This is help solving with x squared. When we're solving problems like this, there's two tips you want to keep in mind. If x squared is your only variable, you want to make sure it's isolated on one side of the equal sign. And usually when you solve problems like this, there's going to be two solutions. So the first problem is x squared equals 64. You want to ask yourself, what number times itself gives you 64? Or you take the square root of both sides. In this case, one of your answers is going to be x equals 8. Because if I plug it back in, 8 squared is 64. Another answer you would get, though, is x equals negative 8. Because once again, when you plug it in, negative 8 times negative 8 gives you a positive 64. So these are the two answers you are looking for. When you solve problems like this with a calculator, it's only going to give you one of these answers. So make sure you remember to include the negative answer as well. Second problem, 3x squared equals 75. My first tip was make sure x squared is isolated to one side. So in this case, I need to get rid of the 3 I'm multiplying by. So I divide each side by 3. X squared equals 25. So now either take the square root of both sides or ask yourself what number times itself equals 25. One of your solutions is going to be positive 5. The other one is going to be negative 5, because negative 5 squared quantity is positive 25. The last odd one I can give you is x squared equals negative 16. Most of you are going to immediately jump to x is negative 4. However, that's not a correct answer in this case, because if we plug it back in, negative 4 squared is positive 16. I also know positive 4 doesn't work, because that's still going to give me a positive 16. So in this case, as far as Algebra 1 is concerned, there is no number you can plug in there and square it to get a negative 16. So you are just going to say no solution for problems like this.